Good early morning. It is now Wednesday, October 23rd, 2019. Um, it's a little bit of time since I've come on here. Obviously, it's a repeated line I've said many times. Um, I meant to come on yesterday, um, obviously, in discussion of the humiliating Jets defeat. Still wondering if there was a football game on Monday night. Still wondering. I thought Wifey's team didn't show up. Well, hey, but what can you say? I mean, the Jets look overmatched, overwhelmed. I don't know what they were doing. It was awful. And it just led to another pathetic defeat that was on national television for all to see. And they were abysmal last time they were on national TV, which was the Browns game back in the second week of the year. This one was worse. This time at least we had our starting quarterback. At least we had Sam Darnold this time. But for all the pathetic offense that wasn't there in weeks 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh wait, what week was the bye week again? I think it was week 4. Yeah, week 4 was the bye week. All right, let's play it like this: Cleveland, New England, Philadelphia. Yeah, that's right. Okay, 3 games. We really thought we got amped up for this game given what Sam Darnold did in the Dallas game. And it made a big, I think it gave us Jet fans a lot of confidence that, that they could stand toe to toe with the almighty New England Patriots. In all this dominance of Brady and Belichick, there was never a shutout that happened until October 21st. The Jets were shut out at home, humiliated, deflated, anything of the like you want to describe it. 33-0. It's pretty sickening watching the Jets kiss the feet of the New England Patriots. It's sickening. It just seems like it's pretty bad. It's gotten to the point where it's so sad. 8 straight losses against these guys. Or what? No. 7 straight, whatever it's been. I think we have not beaten them since 2015. So now we're done with them. So yeah, that's 8 straight losses now. It's a record. And may I say this? I know, these Patriot fans had this immense following who, didn't care about the team prior to Brady and Belichick. There are just fair weather fans out there that just like to root for a winner. Once Brady and Belichick leave New England, whenever that will be, bandwagon fans will turn on the Patriots. Watch. It was insulting. I understand New England is closer in geography to the Meadowlands, than if they were going to anywhere else. Miami, well, that's Florida, to be fair. But if they were going to I don't know, any random town on the West Coast, for example, I don't know, but whatever. Point being, it was insulting listening to all those Patriot fans screaming, Brady, Brady, into the night, the takeover of MetLife Stadium the way it was. It was pathetic to watch. And mind you, it's been a lot of Jet games in the last year or two where you see a lot of fans for the visiting team sitting at MetLife. Either Jet fans selling their tickets away or fair weather fans, invading MetLife Stadium. And if this doesn't send a message to the Johnson brothers, I don't know what does. Okay, like I said, this was an awful no-show. You can't just, there's no making it up. The coach was a wrong hire. Okay, Basically, what the Johnson brothers did, okay, a power struggle went on in the draft in late April between the sitting GM Mike Maccagnan and Adam Gase, who obviously, it was sold a bill of goods and endorsed by Peyton Manning. Okay, I understand he didn't have anything to work with, but his coaching, there's a reason why, they hired this guy weeks after he was dismissed in Miami. You get a failed coach to coach the team. You waited with no patience, little patience at all to bring this guy on and everything else in between. So you let Mike Maccagnan participate in the draft, and on May 15th, you let him go. And obviously that he didn't see eye to eye with Gase, and Maccagnan was the fall guy, and he was fired. Okay? Mike Maccagnan was not that great, but if you were going to let Mike Maccagnan go, he should have went with Todd Bowles. And the rate this is looking right now, I would take Todd Bowles back. And that's saying a lot. But his quarterback had been out with mono for 3 games. I don't want to hear it. No, a lot of these games, especially last night, they were not prepared. They were scared. They look overwhelmed. I mean, the offensive line, which has been putrid, let zero blitz after zero blitz that the New England Patriots brought. And Darnold was a scared puppy all night long. Anytime the Jets threatened, they turned the ball over, intercepted. On the 20-yard line in the red zone, intercepted. Forced bad throw, intercepted. Another bad throw where there's no Jet in sight, intercepted. That was the name of the game. And don't forget in the second quarter, no place to go, strip sacked. And if it weren't for one little ticky-tack trip, it would have been 6 points. On the first drive of the game, you knew it was going to be a long night. Okay? It's similar to what happened in Pittsburgh in the championship game. I know that's 9 years ago. But key thing, the Jets won the toss, gave New England the football, and New England promptly went and took 9 minutes off the clock. They went 4 for 4 on third down. The Jets couldn't get off the field for nothing. And 9 minutes off the clock, New England's up 7-0. I mean, and you knew right then and there the Jets were in trouble. On the opening drive for the Jets, okay, Darnold gets pressured into a bad throw. A number of them went off his back foot. It was intercepted by Devin McCourty. But if you look at it closely on the replay, there was a wide open Jet behind all of it that could have had a big gain on the play. But missed him. Underthrown, picked off. And like I said, from that point on, the route was on. There was even a play where, I think it was the first quarter also, New England had a 4th and 6 and went for it. Just after midfield, they converted. Next thing you know, they're in the end zone. Philip Dorsett over the ever so overhyped $72 million signing in Tremaine Johnson, who was done so wonderful, worth his money. Stealing that money. And, he's been, Tremaine Johnson has just been exploited. Opposite teams know to go after him. Another point in this game is when the game was a blowout in the fourth quarter. The Patriots were for all the things that, the Patriots get the calls, blah, 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 blah. I mean, the Jets were aided with how many penalties, and they still couldn't get in the end zone. Right then and there, toward the end zone, bad throw, intercepted. Like, what are they doing? They're allowing these zero blitzes. Why is there not a blocking tight end to block these guys from coming at Darnold? Why? You know how overwhelmed this offensive line is? And they were just badly overmatched. I mean, among all the Patriots dynasty, this must be the first time that I've ever seen them philosophize defense. It looked that way in the Super Bowl last year, and ever since then. They philosophized defense more than ever. You didn't see that in prior years. You didn't. It seemed like it was all about Brady and the offense. The defense has been the thing that's been philosophized over there. Anyway, nonetheless, the Patriots took a couple of penalties late in the fourth quarter. One of them was a delay a game on fourth down so they can back it up, get more space. Adam Gase decides to decline the penalty. The next one, the Patriots purposely take a false start penalty, right? Declined by Adam Gase. And then you see Bill Belichick on the sideline, they're laughing with the officials. And then, here's another embarrassing moment. Leonard Williams, Big Cat, who's been the subject of trade rumors, gets into Brady's face. Brady forces it up and gets intercepted by Trumaine Johnson, who actually made a play. And then on the sideline, this is 26-0 at the point, you see Big Cat smiling and laughing it up. Are you kidding me? That's embarrassing. That is flat out embarrassing. And you're sitting there are you kidding me? Oh, I made a play on Tom Brady. Guess what? Your team's down by 26 points. If it were 26-0 your way, different story. But you got your butt whooped the whole night. These guys had your way with you and everything else in between. Even though through all these games, the defense has done all they could. Okay? They got trashed last night. And much as the offense did them no favors, it was a joke. And of course, the number one joke, that happened was when Sam Darnold, who was mic'd up on, in the game last night by ESPN, another genius network that they are, had him mic'd up, and then you hear him audibly saying, "I'm seeing ghosts." Now, let me tell you this. Mark Sanchez and all the success he had in the first 2 years of his career, unfortunately is defined by one stupid play, the butt fumble. That's defined his career. And now, knowing the media, they're going to overplay this and think Sam Darnold is I see ghosts. And the Jets are upset that that ESPN and the media is overplaying this. It's stupid. Darnold had a bad game last night. He's played 16 games in his career, and that was his worst game ever. It was embarrassing. It was pathetic. The Jets as a whole did not show up to play. But, watch, you see. But going into this game last night, I think we were all excited, given how Sam performed the week before against Dallas, against the Cowboys, bringing the Jets offense back to life by the 3 touchdowns that he threw. We were all giddy thinking Sam's back. He's saying, the offense is going to be, something. And when Chris Herndon gets back, oh boy, the Jets offense will pick it up. And, they got a whole big reality check. And Sam Darnold looked like a junior high school quarterback who never saw a blitz before. They hurried him all night, forced into bad throws. So much for that offense that's supposed to be, this big real deal. We were all excited after the Dallas game. We were. A lot of us probably were. And then you see the real challenge in the Patriots. And what happens? Now, listen, I know after this game, the schedule does get lighter. I know it does. They have Jacksonville, but they still have a decent defense with Calais Campbell, Miles Jack, AJ Boye. They're talented. That same talented defense destroyed the Jets last year. In case you forgot. Yeah, the schedule gets easier. Yeah, after Jacksonville is the Dolphins, who own the Jets in recent time. They have, who's after that? The Giants, the Washington Redskins. And then after that, I guess, the Bills again, just before Thanksgiving. And then the Bengals, and then Miami again. And then after that, Baltimore, the Thursday night, that's probably going to be a loss. Then the Steelers, who, despite Ben not being there, you know, it's so what? Even if the Jets take advantage of the teams that are underachieving right now, they're not going to make it. They're 1-5. Yeah, they get the hard part of the schedule out of the way. Great. The Patriots are out of the way now. Great. But the bottom line is, you don't know. You don't know what these teams are going to be come November and December. Just because teams are what they are now, don't mean nothing. They don't. If somehow the Jets have the season on the line by some sort of miracle, okay, are they really going to go to Buffalo and beat them? That same defense that came back on them 16-0, had a fourth quarter comeback, and the Jets lost that game. Had they learned to play disciplined defense, like the defense that they played against Dallas when the Cowboys threatened and nearly tied the game after the Jets led by 18 points, is that defense going to show up? And because they sure as heck didn't. If they did, the Jets would be 2-4, and maybe we'd be like, okay, you know what? They're expected to be where they were expected to be after New England the second time around. But the Jets are 1-5. That Buffalo game, the opening game, that was the game to win, given everything else. The Browns game was pedestrian. The Browns looked very pedestrian, but again, the Jets were overmatched. But anyway, whatever, nonetheless. But again, this is on the Patriot game. I'm actually running out of space, so I got to make this quick. But nonetheless, like I said, we were all giddy. We were all excited. And, it's what happened. We just, again, we were humiliated. The Jets were humiliated on national TV for all to see. So that's that. And there's really nothing more I could say. I mean, there was stuff I said on Facebook which was just trying to be fair, give a fair assessment in what it was. But no, I forgot what I wrote. There was one lengthy paragraph I wrote, but straight up saying that was humiliating. And nonetheless, anyway, I got to cut it short. I only had less than a minute of space. So for right now, I'm going to sign off. It's late. My goodness, it's late. So, all right. Anyway, deuces for now. See you soon. Saxonville on Sunday afternoon. We'll see what happens. And, oh, by the way, I get the game locally.